Everybody get up.
Hey you guys, back again. I think this is my third video today. Anyways, so basically I'm going to tell you about how I picked my college and quickly talk about my college application process, because I made a video on how to apply, but I think that it's important for me to share with you, you know, my experience, just so you know. And you know the college I'm going to, blah blah blah. So let me make it fast. So I applied to 5 schools. I applied to all my schools in the fall. I applied to Howard University, University of Maryland, College Park, Towson University, Hampton University, and Morgan State University. The school that I was really hoping, dying, and wishing to go to was Morgan State University. I got accepted into Morgan, I got accepted into Hampton, and I got accepted into Howard. Basically, I didn't get accepted in University of Maryland. I didn't get accepted in Towson, which I was a little discouraged about. I was a little unhappy because nobody wants to know that they didn't get accepted into a college. It just kind of makes you feel like, was I good enough? But, you know, it's okay. I didn't really want to go to those. I mean, I did, but not strongly. So, yeah. Basically, I had all my stuff together when I was applying to my colleges, so it just made it a lot easier. But this is what I want to tell you. So once that I got accepted into Morgan, blah 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 blah, I was set on going to Morgan, but then my boyfriend actually told me about the University of Baltimore. Morgan is in Baltimore, but anyway, the University of Baltimore. So I really didn't hear about the school. I didn't know much about the school because the school was newer. I mean, they basically were a graduate school, but they were now like growing into their undergraduate school was like increasing and everything, becoming more popular and known and everything. So yeah, so he told me about that, and I just applied because at first he was gonna go, so he kind of got me excited to go and all that. So I applied there, and honestly, Morgan is an HBCU, and of course I am African American, and I just felt like, you know, if I'm going to an African American, a predominantly African American school, I won't really be getting all that I can receive out of my education. Not because I have anything against African Americans, because I am African American, okay? Anyways, but yeah, basically I just felt like I had heard a lot about the environment at Morgan after I like applied. I already knew, but after, anyways, we're trying to get it there. Basically, I heard that Morgan was wild. Like, they be having a lot of parties and stuff like that. And I was just like, I don't really want to be around that. That's just not me. Like, I can have fun, but I don't want to be sleeping and then I hear a party in my dorm room, like, or dorm hall, whatever. So, yeah. So, I just wasn't too happy about that. And then I feel like I want to go to a school that's more so diverse. I've been around black people my whole life, and I love my black people because I am black. But I just feel like it's important to put yourself into a diverse environment and be, you know, meet people from other cultures and ethnicities. And, you know, it's just important to have a lot of diversity. And I feel like there will be diversity, but not a lot. In the University of Baltimore, they have so much diversity. Like, at my orientation, it was just, like, crazy. It's just a lot of diversity, and that's really what I need. And when you enter the workforce, there's not going to be just African Americans at my job, you feel me? Like, it's going to be diversity. There's going to be people of all different races, ethnicities, cultures, anything, and I want to get familiar with that while I'm in college. So I thought that was important. That's basically what made me choose the University of Baltimore. Also, it's not your traditional college. They don't really have sports and everything. It's more like, I feel like I'm going to be in a more mature environment, and it's just not your traditional college. It's a much smaller college. It's newer. The campus is perfect. It's in the city, and yeah, so basically my tips for you when choosing your college is to choose those type of things. Choose the environment you want to be in. Choose your school based off the programs that they have to offer, which is another thing. The University of Baltimore just started a digital communications program, which is what I'm going to major in, and I didn't see that at any of the local colleges, so that's great for me. So be mindful of the programs that they offer. Be mindful of the size of the school. Do you want to go to school where, you know, the population is big? Do you want to go to somewhere with a medium-sized population? Do you want to go to a big league college with like a huge campus where you walk miles and miles? Or, you know, what are you looking for? You have to be mindful of the type of person that you are when you're applying to your colleges, because if you're someone who likes to have a class of like 4,000 students, then you don't need to be going to like a college like I'm going to. You know, you want to be mindful of those type of things. Can you bring your car your first year? You know, do you have to live on a dorm your first year? You know, you just want to be mindful of those type of things when choosing your college, because really that's important. Another thing is, how much does it cost? Can you afford going to a college that's $30,000 a year? Or no, you know, be mindful of those type of things, which is another reason I chose the University of Baltimore. University of Baltimore did not have dorms. You have to stay in an apartment in the city. You know, you have to find your own housing in the city, basically. And I like that, because I didn't want to stay in a dorm my first year. I really just don't want to stay in a dorm, period. I would like to get an apartment and just, you know, experience something different than the average college student. Also, their tuition for a year is like $8,000. So yeah, that's in-state tuition for me. So it's cheaper. So be mindful of those type of things when you are choosing your college. How much is it going to cost? Can you afford that? Do you want to have to take out a lot of loans? Are you going to get a scholarship from that school? Did that school offer you any scholarship money? And when I narrowed it down from all the schools, the best offer that I had was from the University of Baltimore, because they gave me like a $2,000 scholarship per year. So that means I only had to pay like $16,000 out of my pocket. So I only have to get $6,000 in loans. So that's great. So just be mindful of that. If you have any other questions on applying to colleges, or if you need help or choosing your college, picking the right college, let me know. I'll be glad to help you, because I went through the whole process and, you know, I did pretty well. And I'll be a freshman in college in the fall. So yeah, just let me know, and those are my tips on choosing your college.